All right, welcome. What is up, everybody? And welcome into something we haven't done in quite some time. At least it feels like it. And we felt like tonight would be the perfect thing. It is the official EA Sports College Football 25 simulation of the finest of Liberty Bowls here on Inside Arkansas. I'm John Neighbors alongside Curtis Wilkerson and Andrew Ellis. Fellas, we've done our best with the roster and the depth chart. We've put it together as best as we can. We have it in the Liberty Bowl. We have it happening where it's a little overcast. We've made this about as accurate as we possibly can, given the information that we have. So this is it. This is what it's going to be.
Yeah, man. Here we go. I mean, I told y'all when we got off Inside Arkansas Live earlier, I was like, I'm not really excited about doing this. But I'm not going to lie. As we're here, I kind of am. Once you get to it, it's kind of fun. And then just seeing the depth chart and some of these dudes that are going to be playing, this is going to be stupid. And then the actual bowl is going to be even more stupid. So can't wait.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited for this, and it's been so long since we've done this. I guess that's what maybe makes this a little bit exciting. A little bit sad that our video game Hogs, their season's coming to an end, but we move forward. By the way, it's going to be a disaster with the rosters. So anybody wants to, I know we're going to get comments throughout the night. Well, I saw Jaquan Jackson in there. We understand. It's just inevitable. The game is a poorly made game. I will say.
Yeah, we're just going to have to do the best with what we got, but that's okay because we're still going to have fun with it no matter what. We put the roster together, again, as best as we could, and don't really know how this is going to go. But what was the regular season record for this team on our simulations? Because, I know the games that they lost. They lost to Missouri. They lost to Tennessee. They lost to Oklahoma State. They lost to Ole Miss. They lost to Texas. So that's 5 losses for sure, I think.
Yeah.
There may have been another one there, too.
Yeah, and we didn't play week 1, by the way.
Right.
That's true.
Yeah.
So 6-5, maybe 5-6.
We had that extra game that John and I did where they beat Baylor. And that counts.
7-5, pretty much.
Yeah.
Just because we didn't there was a bye week, and that was who they were projecting to play in a bowl game.
Yeah.
So we're like, I might as well roll with this one. It'll probably be the closest thing. But
no, Arkansas playing basketball against Baylor, right?
That's true. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it was that too, I guess, too. Yeah. Either way, they're playing some other average, mediocre Big 12 team that nobody cares about. So, but either way, we got similar rules set up. Liberty Bowl. Let's just get into this and see how it goes and wish nothing but the best. It has the potential to get really weird considering how people's ratings are and everything, but no.
Yeah. And by the way, we're here to answer questions.
Yeah.
If you guys, people want to talk portal or whatever, hit us with that. It's all good.
Yeah, for sure.
Talk about it.
Yeah. Please don't make us sit here and just watch this game. Like, actually help us out a little bit and talk to us and, entertain us, because we're going to need it just as much as y'all are with us. Because I just don't know. I have a feeling that this game could get really weird, or it's going to be blowout city. One of the two.
Did y'all have a reaction to Malachi Singleton going to Purdue with Barry Odom?
I'm glad that he's going to be at a Big Ten school. I do think it's interesting. I don't know if it's funny or not. Yeah, sure, it's funny that he kind of, like Arkansas's former DC, beat out Dow Loggins, who was the tight ends coach or whatever, to land him there. I don't know what their quarterback situation is like. I don't know if Barry's bringing somebody from UNLV, but I hope he starts, and gets the opportunity.
Yeah, it's very interesting the more I think about it. I didn't think about him beating out Dowell aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
But what's fascinating is that Barry and Malachi actually didn't cross paths at Arkansas, because Malachi's only been at Arkansas for 2 years and Barry hasn't been to DC. So maybe there was a month worth of overlap when he first got on campus or something like that. But
he met him on a visit or something. But yeah, you're right. He wasn't.
Yeah, I'm sure they've communicated maybe once, a here and there, but it's not like Barry, they had a relationship. So that is kind of interesting. But I bet they did meet, and Barry at least had his number in his phone and was like, you know what? Give him a call.
I mean, I could have seen something where Pittman and Odom either talked about it, or Pittman was like, hey, I can get you in contact with Odom, or vice versa. Or maybe Odom was interested and made a connection there.
Yeah. I think you might be onto something.
Big KG says the connection is Purdue's quarterback coach, which he appears to be right about, because the quarterback coach at Purdue was at UCF, if y'all remember, when that was a huge thing during Singleton's recruitment. was like, oh, is he gonna? Because he was visiting UCF and stuff like that. So I think that was the connection. And then probably Barry being kind of with Arkansas probably didn't hurt. Like I'm sure they had some maybe cross paths to an extent there.
Yeah. Okay.
Small world.
Yes, we took out Texas Tech's quarterback. So this is whoever the true freshman is
Hammond, I think is his last name.
There we go. Yeah, he's in there now. Liberty Bowl. I don't think that they made the update where half of the stands are gone for construction, but other than that, they're in the right spot. Yeah.
Place is packed the hell out too.
Yeah, it is. And students, them $100 tickets, it's a bargain.
Oh,
this dude was good. This is like the 1,500-yard back or whatever. So,
yeah,
I think he's like 94 overall in the game.
Eesh. By the way, so for Casey who says you have to bench every player that's in the portal. We did try. We should clarify. We definitely tried. And so at least to start the game, we think we got it right. But the game does auto subs. All the end up rising up the chart. Yeah. It's just one of those things we cannot avoid. Do y'all think that Jalen Catalon follows Barry Odom to Purdue?
Probably.
Yes.
I would. We talked about it a little bit on Inside Arkansas Live. I would welcome a reunion. One, I don't know that either party is super interested in that, but I think he definitely or most likely follows Barry to Purdue. And if he could get back at, in a big school, big conference and ball out a little bit to wrap his career, that'd be pretty awesome. I'm rooting for him.
Yep. Yeah, I don't care where he ends up. I hope he balls out. I honestly just didn't think he had eligibility.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, the dude's, like you said, he was like Chad Morris's first big recruit, and then here we are.
I bet John's tweet will help. He tweeted all caps, bring him home.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's seeing it, and he's like, well, I never thought of it that way.
Yeah, I mean, I'm home. I love all the people that in John's replies are like, he's probably going to go to Purdue, John.
Like, thanks.
Thank you. I didn't think of that.
Yeah. It's like, it was not something that crossed my mind.
Oh my God.
Christ. Yeah. I mean, this is probably exactly what we're going to see, bro. So
hey, I'm excited to watch Jaden Johnson in the bowl game.
Me too.
One last dance.
Well, what's sad is that the defense is actually better than the offense on this game, all things considered. So
true, like the secondary is intact, and yeah.
Mm-hmm. Landon Jackson's playing linebacker right now for some reason.
Good, yeah. Even
out
though
there
you
space,
put him as like
he's guarding a slot receiver right now.
Yeah.
At least it appered to be zone. He dropped back into his zone, but
he made a play. Like
that was tough.
Oh yeah, from Hog fan 1112. He says, "Hey, Inside Arkansas, did y'all see EA and 2K are talking about making a college basketball video game? Really hope they wanted to make one." I did see that that there are like some officially unofficial conversations going on there. Do that. That'd be sick.
That'd be very sick. Huge sack from Hudson Clark, which is a real thing that can happen in this game.
Exactly.
He's air guitaring on them. Pulled out the banjo on their arse. Yeah, I think if I will say it's important to me to find out if 2K, the company, is actually connected to it.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, it seems like they are. That really would be a game changer, a literal game changer for me. EA Sports, man, just lost their fastball. I don't understand, what happened. They've just been really bad for a while now.
Is that Clark again?
Mm-hmm. And he's balling.
God,
Fourth down, they're about to
kick
a field goal for sure. Hell, they might punt from here with the way they make decisions on this game. Y'all ready for this one? Would you all agree, says Jose, that Bobby P wanted to bring in his players, and that's why we had so many leave on offense?
Unfortunately, I would not agree with that.
Yeah.
I mean, that might have been the case with a couple guys or whatever, but I don't think he really planned on the whole mass exodus there.
No, that's not something he's planning on.
Yeah. Now, will they get guys that he picks out or, that he feels like are good fits or better fits or whatever? Yeah, probably. But yeah, I don't think that was some kind of master plan or whatever. Where does Omega Blake fit into that conversation? Hopefully in a Razorback uniform. He's good, man. The Charlotte wide receiver visited probably, what do you think, the best or the most proven, I guess, of the receivers that they're connected with right now.
Yeah, unless you want to count the Idaho kid who also might be visiting.
True. This
But I'd
weekend,
say Omega is
actually.
probably the best, like the most proven, like the safest bet.
Mm-hmm. Like I
I
said
love
earlier, I
that.
hope they get them both, bro. Get them
I
both.
love that 19 yards per reception from Omega Blake. Big play threat, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anytime you can average 2 first downs in a single play, it's usually a pretty good thing.
Right. And
One could argue.
he can get on a roller coaster without being accompanied by an adult or whatever. So it's a good thing.
That's a 5'8" receivers joke for those keeping track. It's so funny that people thought Bobby P was interviewing for that head coach job when he was really just going to get his wide receiver one.
Yeah, and they say
Rodney
Arkansas
Hill
doesn't poach.
finds a seam.
There we go.
Okay. That was more than I thought that they would get on this drive right there already.
Yeah.
That's big time. Yeah, Arkansas center in this game, Brooks Edmondson, is, I believe, a 54 overall in the game.
Yeah, he's not. I don't know why he's that low.
He's not that bad in real life. He's definitely not a 54. I'd say he's low 70s for sure. Maybe even, yeah.
I've had Rodney Hill run 3 straight times, so.
Okay.
Got to.
I wonder what you guys think about this, because I thought about it. Because Corey Robinson at Georgia Tech, like, he was left tackle for them last year, and then he's your big recruit, big money guy. You have the incumbent in Carmona. I mean, we talked about, like, are they going to move him inside or to freaking center, or what might they do? But, like, if those are your 2 tackles, what do you think they do? I mean, on the surface, I'm like, oh, they probably just put Robinson over to right side. But then I'm like, I don't know.
I think Carmona is probably going to be the one that moves. But here's how I think they should do it, Curtis. And I'm being dead serious here. Pretend like you're going to play Carmona at like guard or something and be like, dude, you know, we talked to an NFL guy from the Raiders. He said we really like you at guard. He thinks that's your position at the next level. So then you start playing him at left or right guard, and then you immediately move him over to right tackle after a week. But like by that point, Robinson will be locked in at left tackle, and it's like, all right, we're just not going to move him. I also just feel like Robinson probably has an agent, and Carmona admittedly does not.
Yeah.
Which has to be considered, and I'm not even being facetious right now. Like, I'm being dead serious. Like, I feel like if there's one guy who probably could leverage it and be like, hey, I got to play left tackle, it would be Robinson. I really, frankly, call me crazy, don't think it matters that much.
Yeah, probably not.
Like, I know it does. I get a blind side and all that. I saw the movie, but it's like, I really don't think I'm going to lose sleep over it. Now, I know one of those boys probably will, though.
I think Carmona is just, I mean, again, if he's the guy that's at that spot and you liked what he did this year, then just keep him there. Like, I mean, if they're both pretty close in the ability that they have at that spot, then just keep Carmona there.
Yeah.
And he's going to be comfortable with it.
Right. And he's also, you know, like kind of the guy who has embraced the hog here, you know, like he's running it back and is the spokesperson of the team and everything. So it's kind of like, yeah, you know, chances are they probably had conversations with both him and Robinson before the dude committed about kind of what their vision was and everything. So
yeah, that's definitely fair. I wonder if Carmona also is like more of a not saying he's more of a team guy, but just like if there were a guy who were going to step up and be like, you know what, I'll do the unselfish thing, might be Carmona.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's true. He's a very nice man.
He is. He's got he really is like a great spokesperson for the U of A. Like if I were them, I'd put him on every single press conference.
Michael wants to know who's the next to pop. He would love the DT from Georgia. So would I. I mean, I don't know how quickly it's going to happen, but like Crutchfield kind of feels like he's probably up there on that list. This kid from Georgia, you know, like it all depends on that USC visit. 1, if it happens, and then 2, how quickly he's trying to make a decision after that. They've got a few guys on campus, I know, like that one defensive back from Eastern Michigan. So you always think about guys who are there in the moment. The defensive end from Florida is on campus. And then, I mean, we'll be hearing from a running back, Mahadi from Texas State in the next
Saturday, right?
couple days. Yeah, this weekend. So
I think it'll be Crutchfield, but I mean, nobody knows anything. Like it could be somebody we haven't even thought of yet or talked about.
Oh yeah, we could absolutely be surprised. And it's like, to me, you know, with Crutchfield, who cares? Like everybody kind of knows what this is. Like once you're officially in the portal, just commit and be done with it.
Truly.
After what happened during his high school recruitment, the last thing he needs to do is take his freaking time and build the suspense. Just make the move, brother.
Let's see. There's a few things I wanted. Michael's also asking about Maddox, the safety. My thing, and who's not on campus anymore, I think he left his visit like either yesterday or recently.
Yeah, to Louisville and then going to Nebraska, by the way.
Okay. I was about to say, I was like, why wouldn't Arkansas get him? But I guess Nebraska might be bag dropping.
Yeah, maybe so. And he's been to Missouri. Like he's torn it. And you feel like you might be in a decent spot with him just because he's got a teammate who's committed now, and hell, half of UAB's roster is visited. So maybe there's something to that. I don't know. Would be a nice piece. It doesn't strike me personally as the game changer that for whatever reason people kind of feel like he is. He's a good player, but I don't know. I'd be happy to have him.
He had one really good game against Rice down the stretch where he had like a pick and a pass breakup, and PFF gave him like a 91.
Yeah.
And he is going to flip that into a bag, which honestly I just have to respect. Like I really do. He played 300 snaps at UAB on a 3-9 team and has somehow become like one of the most coveted guys. And he's ranked he's not ranked high on all the metro, like on all the 24/7 and on threes either. So I really don't understand, but credit to him. And also, I'm not like sitting here saying like I didn't look at the kid's film. I have no real idea. Maybe there's just something that like jumped off the page with him or jumped off the screen in the film room, and they're like, shit.
Yeah. I wonder. This is an interesting question from Casey. He says, "Who's the biggest loss offensively, not on the offensive line, to the portal?" What do you guys think?
I mean, to the portal, I'm tempted to say Satania. Like I get it, is like probably a better player, but in terms of like loss, like I just really would like to have that stability in the like have a proven guy that's been in your system and played at receiver.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not like a whole lot of options. I mean, it's pretty much between Satania, Braylon Russell, and Rashad Dominion. I mean, it's kind of the only ones, or Luke has and all that. But yeah, I don't know. I think it would either have to be Satania or Braylon Russell. But I mean, I don't know. Like Braylon Russell is a running back that running backs are pretty replaceable, a lot easier. So maybe Satania.
A lot of Russell coming in. I thought everyone didn't like Braylon Russell. I was under that impression. Now I will say, like seriously though, we loved Braylon Russell like as a player. You remember in the fall how much we were hyping that dude up, and we were like, big load coming at you. Can't wait to see him. So like I see the case for it. But I just thought, like, given the context of the situation, the family, the whole in and out, snip, snap. I just thought it was kind of like understood that it was best for both parties to move on.
Yeah.
Okay. And then this is another good point. Running backs are very replaceable in the SEC. When was the last time Arkansas has not had a good running back? This is fair. And that's why I also kind of feel like it's easy to find a random guy, which it seems like Arkansas is going to find from Mahadi. You know what I mean? Like, So that's why also I'm not like viewing the running back position as something I'm like panicked about.
Their best rushing attack, they had, what was it, like 4 backs that had 500 yards and KJ or whatever?
Traylon Smith, AJ Green, Rocket, and Dominique Johnson, and KJ ran for 600 yards.
Yeah, I mean,
and like, again, like, not saying like the Rocket was a pretty good recruit, AJ Green was a 4-star, but it's like you got very similar production from 4 completely different guys.
Yeah.
And it's not like you're getting like a Darren McFadden or like some sort of just like those types of running backs don't exist anymore where they just carry the ball 30 times a game. That just it's like if your running back's carrying it 30 times a game, that means you're doing something wrong or you have 0 running backs. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm loving how active the chat is, low key.
Yeah, this is awesome. It's good. I mean, the defense is just bend but don't break, man.
Man. Kopesky thinks that Shanks is better than Satania. I mean, look, maybe he is. I personally I just would have liked to have. I would have liked to not have to replace Satania at all.
Yeah.
Especially just because you would have had him returning. Shanks, by the way, I am intrigued by the skill set with Shanks.
Me too. It's just so hard to say that definitively until we see it. I mean, there's just such a big difference from Conference USA or wherever the hell he was to the SEC, but he's a good player.
I would officially like to change my answer to Luke has now to think about it. There's 0 good tight ends in the portal.
Yeah.
Especially right now,
Jordan Anthony sighting for the first time tonight.
There we go.
Hey, I'm on a stream. I'll call you. I'll call you when I'm done. Ugh.
The fact that the Razorbacks have held him to field goals in the red zone twice in a row is surprising, but
yeah, I mean, hey, defense is bending but not breaking. Hey, little juke move from Rodney Hill there.
Shifty, twitchy, as people like to say.
Mm-hmm. But no, literally, with Atkins, where did he end up? By the way, I know he committed somewhere.
Who?
The tight end Atkins,
Colorado, right?
Colorado. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, you have him. Platt's already off the board, obviously, to Arkansas. I feel like there was one more tight end that was semi-serviceable, but
pretty good one from Purdue, I think. He wound up somewhere else.
Well, then there was that one good one from Arkansas too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, actually, three pretty good. Arkansas might have had 3 of the top 5 tight ends in the portal.
Ty Washington found a home yet?
I don't think he has. No. Yeah, I saw him tweeting out some offers that were not the Arkansas Razorbacks.
I saw Gums was like a number 20 tight end according to 24/7 Sports in the portal or something like that.
Oh, really? Yeah.
He got traded for Cam Shanks.
Yeah.
There's really not that many tight ends. I'm just looking at it now. The UCF kid, if he wants to follow his boy Kittler, Randy Pittman, 6'2", 230.
Randy Pittman. That's a good name.
It is.
Big KG also want to know what's going to be the hardest position to replace on defense. Definitely D-line for sure. Oh,
hey,
look at that.
Is that
Jordan
Anthony?
Let's go.
Dreads with Jordan Anthony. I was tempted to say Desmond James because he has dreads.
Yeah,
or did at one point. Last time I saw him play football, he had dreads, which is a while. But wow, just beat him over the top. Jordan Anthony with his 98 overall speed.
Sheesh.
That was a dime too. If that play happens in the bowl game, we're gonna tweet it out once a week leading up to football season. 11 days till Arkansas takes on Alabama A&M. It's just gonna be that play. 10 days. We'll do it back-to-back days. 11 days, and then for 10 for Talon. We'll just do it.
I'm going to answer this one real quick. From Boogie Flam Burner, he says, off topic, but if the basketball team is at its best with no injuries, can they win 25 games? In the regular season, no.
Yeah.
For the full year, sure. Between SEC tournament, NCAAs, and everything. And that's not even an indictment on Arkansas, man, but we talked about how good the SEC is. It's ridiculous. I mean, Arkansas is the 14th highest ranked SEC team in the net right now. There's 8 in the top 25, and then 9, 10, and 11 are the next 3 teams receiving votes. It's just, it's insane. I think how many wins is it going to take to win the SEC this year? 12, 13, maybe.
Nobody's going to go 15-3 or whatever.
If that happens, I'd be stunned, man. If there's a 16-2 type of team that just runs off and wins this league, that would be very surprising to me.
And I don't think that that's even be a case. Whoever it is, and if somebody did do that, they'd have to be a favorite to win the national championship too.
Oh God, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, guaranteed 1 seed.
Shout out to Casey dropping a bag, $4.99.
Oh, yeah. Thank
Appreciate you, Casey.
Thank you.
I feel like he's been posting chats too, but he did not have anything to say with this one, which I appreciate.
I do agree with this. SCT says need a big back, and we were talking about that a little bit in the Discord, I guess, earlier. Somebody was asking about, do we feel better if they get Mahadi from Texas State? And yes, you do, but I do think they need 2 running backs out of the portal. And if you're going to get a guy like that, like I said in there, you need to get somebody with some ass on them, just a little bit of you got to have a little bit of size, man, to take the punishment that's dished out in the SEC. And then you need a guy with some frame on him to, be able to pick up blitzers and everything like that. So I would like to see them get a bigger body in there if they could. I know the Bowling Green kid, his name escapes me now, but he's 5'9", like 225 or something. Very bowling ball-ish from Bowling Green. Get a guy like that, maybe. He's got a little bit of size on him.
Little Domo.
Bring him back. Yeah, get him in here.
Big back. Why are we talking about my ex-wife?
Hey-yo.
Hey, what was the deal with Jordan Anthony's tweet the other day? Did y'all see that?
Oh, yeah, where he was like, folks are just worried about their paychecks or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But then he like,
it's not about this, ain't about the players.
Yeah, he had a follow-up tweet, and I'm like, well, what'd you tweet out then? Like, why did you even say anything?
Yeah, I don't know what that was all about.
Man. But I didn't take it as him entering the portal or anything like that. Like, I just think I don't know. I'm guessing it was just like some random situation. Like maybe someone tried to poach one of Arkansas's guys, and he's like, man, I have no idea. It was weird, but I can usually tell whenever someone's about to enter the portal, and I'm not getting those vibes from Jordan Anthony.
Yeah, somebody said I think he was talking about agents, which probably was the case, or maybe was the case.
Yeah.
Which that's true.
Yeah, hard to disagree.
But that is technically their job.
Our man Joseph Ryan says this simulation is about to get more viewers than the actual Liberty Bowl.
Man,
it's doing okay, actually, but yeah.
Why? Yeah. Apparently, I had people confused on Twitter. They thought that the game was actually happening tonight.
Well, that tells you how much people care about this. Yeah.
Exactly. It's like, this some guy named Fungus just said had a mini freak out, and I was like, this game isn't on tonight. Wait, what's going on? Why am I missing it? It's like, dude, it's a Thursday night, and how would the Razorback game be on a Thursday night? Like right now, surely you would have at least an idea that.
Come join the madness, Fungus.
Yeah. KJ Jackson doing the holding duties now.
Oh.
There was something else I wanted to talk about.
Boom,
okay.
baby.
This person says, does June Kaj have more eligibility? Bio says junior, but Top says senior. Okay.
His bio is a mess on the website, by the way.
It's a mess. Here's my understanding with Anton Jukaj. 2 years at JUCO, 21, 22, 2 years at Albany. No.
Yes. Because then he got the
I got the years wrong. I think he might have been 2021, 21, 22, and then Albany 23. Because he was at Albany 2 years and JUCO 2 years. Would that be 20, 21, and then 21, 22 at Albany? Does that sound right?
You're getting me with the double year thing?
Because he spent 2 years at each place.
In 20 and 21, and then 22 and 23, he was at Albany, and now 24, he's here for like his 5th year.
Right. So he would have an extra year because he started his career in 2020.
Well, this is it, I think.
For some reason I thought he had 2 years when he came to Arkansas. But who knows? Oh,
well, he just got a safety. He just got a safety. What a stud! He's like 80 overall in the game, bro. He's balling. But he
unless he redshirted. Yeah, unless he redshirted, this would be his 5th year.
Okay.
So it would be like getting that extra COVID year back or whatever. I don't know if he redshirted because then he could have another one. And then with the JUCO thing, I don't know how that impacts him, like the new rule or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't, yeah, we there's a lot of,
it's so confusing, man.
It's nuts with the eligibility stuff. And
they have, I mean, and maybe we sounded like idiots just now talking about it, but like the U of A doesn't even know what's going on. If you look at his bio, it's a complete mess, man. It has him listed as a senior, and then yeah, that's right. Whoever Casey or whoever it was, I don't know who it was who put the chat in there, but it was he's listed as a senior at the very top, And then you go down to his bio and it's like 2024 junior. But then you scroll down again, it's like at Albany in 2023, he was a senior. It's like, what's going on?
So then it's like, it's like if he was a senior last year, how did he become a junior at Arkansas this year? Just doesn't make sense.
Good call on that chat. The bio is nuts, man.
By the way, for anybody that's listening, that's like, wow, these guys really just don't have a clue what the hell they're talking about. They don't know anything. Makai Mitchell last year at the SEC tournament was telling people he was trying to come back. Yeah. And then the university was like, I don't know, can he? Huh? And then like a week later, they were like, no, he can't.
Yeah.
It's there. Sometimes these situations are you just never know.
Yeah. And then Denaje Harris is like in his 7th year of college basketball, and he entered the transfer portal. And I texted somebody on staff and was like, what is going on here? He's like, yeah, that's just not a thing. He's done. Well, like he's playing right now at Southern Miss. So I mean, nobody knows.
He's back at Southern Miss?
Yeah.
Wow. Good for him.
It's a literal coin flip on all of them.
It is.
By the way, are we going to act like Taylor Green's not Dyson right now?
He is. I don't even know who's number 89. Whoever caught that. Is it Dasby James? Coffrey Brown. Oh.
Who medically retired from football, but he didn't enter the portal, so he's playing.
Yeah. Let me throw this at you. Denaje Harris at Southern Miss right now. He's played and started in all 11 games. He's playing 33 minutes per game. He's averaging 14.8 points and 9.2 rebounds, and he's shooting at 36% from 3.
Wow.
Baller.
Of course he is.
He found the fountain of youth, man.
Baller, man.
Of course he is.
Matty Ice wants to know, does he need an LLC to become an agent? I feel like you wouldn't need an LLC, right?
Ooh.
That could have been disastrous.
I think you can just be an agent.
Yeah, I
could declare myself an agent right now. Yeah.
If Eli Russell can be an agent, I think you can pull it off.
Yeah.
Raymond says, y'all may have already discussed this, but is the crystal ball for Kendrick Law to Kentucky a surprise? Maybe a little bit, but only because so many people were like acting like it was a done deal. So honestly, just like I didn't really like look too deep into it. I just kind of took people at their word. But yeah, a bunch of people were pretty convinced that was happening. But here's my thing, and I said this to Curtis at dinner, so he knows I'm not lying. I couldn't help but notice the timing whenever Raylan Sharp announced his commitment. It was right as DT Sheffield was leaving. And then the same thing happened where as soon as Kendrick Law leaves Arkansas, the Courtney Crutchfield stuff comes out.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, when I say comes out, I mean starts being heavily rumored and then he entered the portal today. And I just, those two things felt like they were maybe connected, you know, but I didn't know that for sure. Definitely not enough to like go out on a limb and say it publicly and dispute other people's reports. But it did turn out to kind of be that way.
It almost seems kind of business decision-ish, you know, like you got to choose who to maybe up the bag for and who not to. And that doesn't have to be like position specific either. I mean, they had to kind of stretch it out for those offensive linemen. But then like how many, I don't know. I don't want to say risks, but you know, like kind of chances are you going to take at one position? If you're going to bring in Crutchfield, who is super talented, but just hasn't really played yet, can you afford to, you know, try to get Kendrick Law, who's kind of been in the same position for 3 years at Alabama, to come in and just be so much better and give you much more production than he's done in the last 3 seasons. So it's all, to me, that kind of seems like a one or the other to me. And then you bring in some proven production like Omega Blake or the Dwyer kid or whoever. I'm just speculating, but I mean, Zach Calzada's got to have somebody to throw the ball to, you know?
Oh man.
15-6 is a very, fitting score to a game like this at halftime.
It's
not all field goals. It's not all field goals. You actually have a touchdown and a safety in there too.
Yeah. Someone popped in and they're like, how'd we go from 7 to 12? Yeah.
Literally the only way you can in college football.
All right. Let's see. Jonathan Parker says, would Pittman bring Ty Washington back? No.
Yeah, I don't think he hashtag did it the right way.
No.
Yeah. Boogie Flam Burner asks if there's any way TB can get in the starting 5 with everyone healthy. The only way I could see them doing that, and I don't think they will, is if they start Thero at the 3 and try to do the super 6-man thing with John L. Davis. But I don't think they're going to do that. I think they'll use TB off the bench when everybody's healthy and be just fine.
Yeah. For some reason, this offense is actually moving the ball fairly effectively, with their best offensive lineman being like a 72 overall or whatever it is.
All they've got is all they need.
Apparently. Casey with Super Chat says, I'm from Wynn to Nashville, Tennessee, and that UT win meant so much to me. All my friends were giving it to me since that game was scheduled. Well,
yeah.
But so. It's like the one thing you had over Tennessee.
Shout out to the Wynn Yellow Jacket in the chat. It's awesome. Yeah. I'm from McCrory, not too far away. If you split the difference, there is a place called Kennan's Dairy Bar. We can get one of the best burgers in the state.
There you go.
Beautiful town of Fair Oaks, right by the railroad tracks.
And it's pretty crazy when you think about Arkansas beat a playoff team this year. And
yes.
kind of got close to another one with Texas. And so
I'm currently trying to remember if I left any Christmas presents on the table downstairs because Hillary's about to get home.
Wow.
I really hope I didn't.
Go look.
I was wrapping some stuff, but I'm pretty sure I got all her stuff wrapped. But I don't know. We'll find out in a few minutes. Michelle said I need to go look. We're past that point. We're past that point.
Yeah, wow. Shout out to the chat, man. This thing's
jumping on a Thursday.
Oh, wow. Jake Alexander says, I work in Augusta. That's the rival, bro. The Jaguars and the Red Devils.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my God, he didn't. Wow. Dude, Jordan Anthony's putting on a freaking show.
I love this.
As soon as he snapped it, he threw it up in the air. Like, I don't even think he took a drop back.
Yeah, he just let that sucker eat. That's good stuff.
Oh my gosh, Jake. Yeah, these are the throwbacks, man. Anthony Harris. Yeah, we played Little League baseball together. High school basketball. His senior year would have been my sophomore year, I think. Yeah. Wow. Very cool.
I'm going for 2 here. Got their 2-point play out. Nope.
Didn't get it again.
Didn't.
They've gotten a 21 in the most bizarre roundabout way.
Yeah. People are going to think, 3 touchdowns. Nope.
Yeah. If only it was that simple. Yeah, Michael's got
the door open, man. I might be toast.
We better hope Lane Kiffin's not watching the stream. Jordan Anthony's out of here.
Yeah. Jordan Anthony, I hope he's not watching the stream. He might go to the coaching staff and be like, hey, we got to figure something out.
This is what a video game thinks of me. So you guys got to put me in a position to succeed.
Speaking of agents, hopefully his isn't watching. Right. Taking some notes.
Yeah. Shout out to Casey again, man. Appreciate you for the super chats. It's used to grub at that burger place in McCrory. Listen, it's just an underrated gym with a lot of superstars that come out of that town.
I'm surprised Tech's offense just hadn't been getting anything going.
Now.
That's amazing. It's just
on cutting
timing. Yeah.
Right on cue.
Broken wing.
You know what's crazy is that was actually on Arkansas's starting defensive back and cornerback, not like some backup. Was that an 84-yard touchdown pass?
I mean, just an air show here, man.
Man, this is like this is peak big high school basketball holiday tournament season. And today, like earlier in the day, Malik Thomas went for 32. And then Darius Acuff just went for 38. I mean, the Arkansas backcourt of the future, man. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Every time I hop on Twitter once a week, I see Malik Thomas put 36 on somebody.
Crazy. That's crazy, man. Ryan, you know what? McCrory is not as dominant in baseball as they used to be. Like, they were in the state championship like every single year, but I'm pretty sure Coach Campbell is the principal there now. Like, he's doing some kind of administration. I don't think he coaches the baseball team anymore. They're still good, but not what they used to be.
We got another one from another super chat here from Peyton Spencer, which we appreciate. $5.
Yes.
It says, if we pick up Crutchfield, Omega, Jarrett, and a solid running back, what else do we need other than depth? I would say still an edge rusher.
Yeah. Safeties.
Yeah. Secondary players.
Yeah. Secondary in general, for sure.
2 starting safeties, 2 defensive ends.
Probably another running back, which would qualify as depth.
Yeah.
And then a tight end.
Tight end.
I know they like Platt, but I really think they view him as like a real compliment in the blocking game. Like, they probably want to go get somebody who would be maybe a weapon pass catching wise there.
Yeah.
Potentially a guard.
Yeah.
Still like trying to get one more offensive lineman. But yeah.
We sure Davila and Walker are the starting corners?
I am not sure about that.
Yeah, and so it's one of those like depth, I guess, but really, like, I don't know. I'd like to see them get 2 starting ends, 2 starting corners, 2 starting safeties, maybe even another receiver. But I don't know. It's kind of tough to, like, where do you draw the line at, like, depth? Because I mean, I don't know. I really do think there's got to be battles. You know, you got to have competition and stuff like that. So. But I would certainly feel a lot better if they got Omega and Crutchfield, and then another defensive tackle. That'd give them 3 tackles, right? I mean, because you'd have Jaffrard, who else am I thinking? Oh, Campbell, of course.
Jarrett. Yeah.
And Jarrett. That's 3, you know. You can maybe develop another guy, or, I mean, maybe Danny Saili becomes a stud.
Right.
Oh, that's Jaquinton Jackson. We're cheating now.
Yeah. There's only so many running backs that they have. Figured of all the running backs that have left the team that aren't playing, Jaquinton Jackson's the most worthy of playing since he didn't transfer. He's just done.
Yeah, he's earned that.
Hurry up, no huddle.
Who do y'all think will be the unexpected hero of the bowl game? Once Casey wants to know.
I love this. These are fun. Shoot. CJ Brown.
CJ Brown's a good one. That's a good answer right there.
Okay.
I think Andreas Poski.
You like it?
I think they're just going to
touchdown action.
They're going to target him a lot.
I mean,
I like it. I would love to see
a game where he randomly popped off with 2 touchdowns. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Yep.
I would love to see a Tyrell Reed touchdown. Little goal line action.
By the way, I want to just pull up the box score from the last Liberty Bowl Arkansas was in real quick.
I like that.
Just for research purposes. Here's what Arkansas's receiving core looked like. Matt Landers, 3 receptions, 121 yards, 1 touchdown, electric.
Classic Landers, yeah.
Jaden Wilson, 2 for 47, which is early days Jaden Wilson. Like, I remember definitely, like, writing a story about Jaden Wilson and citing those Liberty Bowl numbers as, like, proof that he was going to have a breakout year the next year.
Yeah.
AJ Green, 4 for 30. Rashad Dubinion, 3 for 19. They also popped off running. Dubinion had 20 for 112 and 2 touchdowns. AJ Green had 13 for 99 and a touchdown. Bryce Stevens had a rush for 21 yards, and he had a reception for 17 yards. Hudson Henry caught 2 passes. Nathan Bax caught a pass. Ty Washington caught a touchdown. Harper Cole caught a 10-yard pass.
Yes.
And Isaiah Satania 1 for 2.
Harper Cole. And yes, Michael, that is 3 touchdown catches for Jordan Anthony in this game.
Yeah, I guess we can't consider him if he's the hero of the real Liberty Bowl. We can't say it's a surprise because he set the standard right here. We knew he was gonna ball out.
Kidding. Steve-O says, "Isn't Bryce Stevens still on the team?" Yes.
Yeah,
he is.
He's there.
Maybe he's the unsung hero.
It's one of the few players that
I wouldn't be stunned if he housed the punt.
Yeah,
he's played less as the years have gone on.
crazy. Hit the portal, came out of the portal, still didn't play.
Yep.
That's tough.
I wonder what that negotiation was like. Can I come back? Sure. We actually talked about this before we went live. Is Bryce Stevens, he had to have been the best backup punt returner in the country. Most qualified.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say, Kopesky, by the way, says Broden, he's going to get 3 touchdowns in the bowl game. I think Broden actually might be my pick in terms of surprise hero.
It would be a surprise.
Boy.
Coy Eakin.
Zach Edwards, yes, I remember Blaine Toll.
Remember Wednesday, Blaine Toll.
Season's finest, yeah.
Yeah, man. I remember where'd he end? He went to like Colorado for a year, then bounced around a couple more times.
Yeah, I think he's at Arkansas State now. Oh yeah, none of us has said Shamar Easter. Wide receiver Shamar Easter is the surprise guy. I hope it works out for him.
Jeremy Sprinkle Jr. is what we're calling him.
I'd say I can't remember. Is he the wide receiver or the tight end?
It's ambivalent now because they're thinking about moving him from tight end to receiver.
Gotcha.
Easter Sunday is coming early this year.
Did you guys see that we're actually getting a preview press conference for basketball tomorrow?
I did. Chuck Martin?
Yeah, his kid plays at North Carolina A&T. Which
I didn't know that.
No
I did not know that. Now I'm glad that I do. It's
And now what's the other guy? There's a former Hog, right?
Well, not former Hog, but 2 guys from Arkansas. One kid that played at Fayetteville High School and one from Marion. And they're combining for like 40 points a game. The 2 guards. And then Ronnie Brewer coached both of them. The one kid he coached when he was on staff at Fayetteville, and the other kid was like on his AAU team or whatever. So there's a lot of connections.
You think Brewer knows the recipe to clamp them up?
Oh yeah, he's definitely delivering the scout. So
we got a super chat here from Peyton again, who says, which shout out to you, Peyton. What round will Armstrong get drafted, and where do you want to see him go? I'm going to say, I actually was talking to a buddy who's a Saints fan about this, and he was like, man, I'd love if the Saints would pick up Andrew Armstrong. And I was like, you probably get him in that 4th, 5th round range.
Yeah, probably so. I think he's definitely going to get drafted.
I think he's safely going to get drafted. And I could see it being anywhere on day 3. But I don't know. Who knows? I mean, I think he's going to be a guy that he's going to go to the combine. I wonder what he runs in the 40. I would be pretty surprised if it was like whoa, 4.4. Like I think he's probably gonna be like a 4.56 guy.
I could see that.
And so I don't know if he's necessarily gonna like go to the combine and teams are gonna be like, whoa. But I think when they interview him, when they watch his film, when they really get to know the man, I think they're gonna be like, hell yeah.
Right.
He should fake a hamstring injury, like measure up, like go up there and be 6'2", 220, and then like just be like, hamstring's a little tight. I'll do the bench press, but I don't think I'm going to run.
goal line package you don't see very often.
Oh, I thought that was getting picked off.
Thrown to triple coverage. Okay.
I'm going to wait before this. I'm going to wait and let this possession in before I bring up our next topic. But it's a good one. Teaser.
What a battle here. It's shaping up to be another Liberty Bowl classic.
Yeah. OT maybe? Touchdown.
Easy money.
Could not have been more open. No celebration from the lad.
Nope. Business as usual.
Which, by the way, in the pod with J-Rod says, prayers to Andrew and his family. 100%. Andrew Armstrong and his mom and dad. And yeah. But okay, where was it at? Okay. Ryan says, random question, is T-Will overrated? I had mixed emotions all year. Here's what I'm going to say. No, he's not. Now, it depends on who you talk to, because there are some that are like, hey, make him the head coach right now. If that's the context we're working with, yes, he's overrated. But I actually don't think he's that overrated, because y'all remember, I was thinking about this today. Y'all remember in the spring when we really thought this defense was going to be absolute booty? Like, we really thought it was going to be a disaster. And then they kind of slowly won us over by fall camp, where we're like, okay, they'll be okay at linebacker. Now, I think that if he's overrated, it would probably be in like the recruiting aspect, because I haven't been impressed with the rosters they've had on defense the last couple of years. But given the talent level at all three levels, really, I think the defense probably did like what they were supposed to do.
I would also say, based on the other factors, like what he's getting paid and not getting a raise this year, he's probably properly rated for where he's at. But yeah, I think I'm with you there.
I also think that you can't, if you look at every game, I don't think that there was a game that you said, hey, the defense lost you the game. Like, to me, like, they gave up a lot of points against Ole Miss and whatnot, but I don't think that they were the reason why you lost the game. Like, we said that about offense, said that about turnovers and everything, but I mean, shoot, they did their job. So I don't think he's overrated.
That's a good point. I mean, A&M, 21 points. Texas, 20.
Yeah.
LSU, they gave up 34. But I will say that one of those was a drive that started on the 2-yard line.
Yeah.
They bended but didn't break a few times. And then it also, like, two of those scores were in the fourth quarter. Kind of once the offense just really gave up. I think it was 34-10. Like, they just kind of they were on the field for a long time too. Yeah. The Ole Miss game's the only one where you look at it and you're just like, okay, they just completely fell apart in that game, obviously. I mean, they also won them the Tennessee game.
Yeah. Even against Missouri, they did their job. I mean,
yeah, they just ran out of gas late because they had 7 playable players, which again is fair to criticize, like fair to be like, well, T-Will is in charge of the roster, which, you know, okay. But in terms of like him as an actual coordinator, I think he did an okay job with the cupboard that they had.
Talon's getting pissed.
John, what's the super chat amount for you to gritty across the screen?
Well, I think there's a difference between doing the gritty and attempting to do the gritty. So I guess it just depend on oh gosh.
Oh boy.
Vintage Talon.
I'd say it has to be at least that $100 mark. You do $100 for it, then yeah, I'll try to attempt to do the gritty.
Your attempt will probably be better than mine. So
it's going to be nasty.
Said it at triple digits, man. That's crazy. You better hope Logan's not watching the stream.
Oh, I know. That's why.
I'm kidding.
I'm hopeful.
Okay. Sean Tarr says Armstrong and Tesla can return now after the ruling with Pavia. I didn't look up much with the Pavia thing. I'm assuming he was a JUCO guy or whatever.
Yeah.
Armstrong and Tesla did not go to JUCOs.
Right.
And I think even if they did, like they've played, or I know Armstrong in particular, I believe this is like his 150th year of college. But then again, who the hell knows anything? But I think Armstrong's already declared for the draft regardless, and he's going to get drafted. So even if he had 2 years of eligibility, I don't think he'd come back. Tesla, who the hell knows? Again, we don't really know anything about eligibility at this point. So it's like, we'll see.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
oh, yeah, sorry.
Sorry about it. House it.
Pick
Oh,
six.
rib that.
Dude, he hit an extra gear there. Woof.
They did.
What a statement. I mean, that's ball game right there. He's listening to the crowd. They're booing, I guess. You hear you. By the way, absolutely insane crowd there at the Liberty Bowl there in Memphis. Yeah. They're going nuts. Look at them.
Place is lit, man.
That's how it'll be.
First time I've ever seen the ball get tipped up and someone actually catch it like that.
Look at Nico Slaughter with the assist there. That's nice.
Good stuff.
Damn it. I like this comment from Thivo. He says, T. Will, the best defense coach we've had in a while, honestly. I understand that Barry Odom, his tenure didn't feature a ton of elite defenses, but the guy who was there before T. Will is literally the head coach at Purdue right now. So I guess you kind of have to go Barry Odom there. But I mean, Barry Odom had some rough defenses at Arkansas.
He did.
Guess we're just gonna forget John Chavis existed.
Yeah, I mean, you're no respect for your elders. I thought John was going to push that Rob Smith agenda for a second.
No.
I mean, hey, that 2014 defense though. Oh, the Hogs are flying to the football here.
Okay, so all right, so shout out to William Richards. We appreciate you. And then we had a follow-up a little bit further down that said, what y'all's score prediction of the real game next Friday? Goodness, I don't even know where to start, man. I don't know. 34-24 Texas Tech. Yeah, no, I'm still going to go with that. I know they're missing their quarterback, but it seems like it's still got quite a few weapons there. I just don't know what to expect from Arkansas, man. I don't know.
I mean, I think it's going to be chaotic and stupid, like normal. I say like Arkansas probably has the lead at halftime and they got everybody feeling good, and then they blow it. So like, I don't know. Texas Tech wins 45-40, something like that.
All right, I want to preface what I'm about to say with, I don't think anybody should put stock into the bowl game, good or bad, frankly. Take what you can get from it. If you see a couple Jordan Anthony receptions you like, remember them fondly. But I don't think anybody should react at all, let alone overreact to what happens in the bowl game. I'm going like very negative. Like I think Arkansas is going to get absolutely walloped, like 48-20 type thing. Like I just don't see the roster, how that is going to be a playable Division I football roster. I really don't. I mean, you're going to have some guys playing on the O-line that have never played before. And guys that they like Brooks Edmondson and Branham.
Yeah.
The D-line, you're going to have a lot of true freshmen out there. Thin. I mean, think about what they're going to be like in the fourth quarter. Charlie Collins, who's played 15 snaps the entire season, is going to have played 52 snaps in the fourth quarter of his first college game. It's just going to be like, it's going to be a little bit rough. I'm going to be honest with you.
Right. Even
with their backup quarterback, and it'll really be their third string quarterback. Even then, they have a month to prepare for to get that guy ready to play. Arkansas has too many guys where like they have a month to get ready for like their first real action. Like it's going to be. I will say though, Arkansas has some in the secondary. Arkansas's got a bunch of seniors. You know, Jaden Johnson, Marquise Robinson, Keon Stewart, like some older guys that like it's not like we're going to be panicked watching them play. Receiver though, running back, offensive line, D line.
The pathway to Arkansas winning or being super competitive in this game is Taylon Green just going video game mode.
I mean, he's got to go sicko mode.
Yeah, like 300 plus passing, 100 plus rushing, 4 touchdowns, or like that's the path. And then like a defensive touchdown or whatever. But yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's also a matter of who actually wants to play in this game more. I don't know if Texas Tech's motivated. I know Arkansas shouldn't be.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I don't know.
Garrett asked how depleted is Texas Tech. Like, I mean, their starting quarterback is out. He's getting shoulder surgery, so that's a big one.
Couple receivers.
They had a 5-star receiver who's not their number one, but he's already in the transfer portal. Like they're going to be without some guys, but they're much more intact than Arkansas is from a standpoint of what they look like during the actual year. So
last I checked, they had like 7 or 8 guys in the portal. And then obviously their quarterback out with injury, which is not nothing, but I mean, we're talking about literally 30 for Arkansas. Not to mention a lot of seniors that have opted out.
Mm-hmm.
Your best players, I mean, your 2 best players, Armstrong and Jackson, and the guys in the portal. It's a little bit tough. But again, you go back to motivation though. I could see why someone like Jordan Anthony's heavily motivated for this game. I could see why some of those young guys that are going to play on defense are like heavily motivated to make a play in this game, which maybe that'll help Arkansas. I really don't know.
Sack him.
I see Eric Gregory and Nico Davier out there.
Eric Gregory, he's always lurking.
Eric Gregory needs to play.
Yeah.
Should he have not played?
Well, he declared for the draft. No, but again, like I think he's going to play in the real game, but I really have no idea.
Yeah,
we were trying to figure that out earlier because like Armstrong declared for the draft and then they immediately clarified and said he's not playing. Landon Jackson declared for the draft and it was kind of assumed that he wouldn't play. Gregory declared for the draft, but I feel like he's not in the same boat, right?
He seems like a guy who would like to, wear the hog across his chest one more time.
Yeah.
And he's not a for sure draft pick, so
right.
But I have no idea.
And by the way, he's in Memphis and he's a Tennessee guy. Eric Gregory, by the way, just like a guy that I think we should remember well.
Hey,
who we got there?
Jaden Johnson.
Yes.
Oh wow, that's all. That would be cool if Jaden Johnson got a pick to seal the deal in his final career game. Shout out to both those guys, but Gregory in particular because I believe he was a 6-year Hog. So yeah, credit to him, man. We say big guys don't like to leave. Eric Gregory, he wasn't going to leave, man. That dude was recruited by freaking Bobby Petrino back in 2011.
That's right. I guess we'll have a better idea probably Monday. They'll put out the depth chart, which they will update for this one in terms of like who's actually playing. So that'll help us with some of that. I think it's the next time we talk to Sam Pittman. So
excited to play a good Texas Tech team.
Yeah.
Before this game runs out of time here, what are y'all's favorite Christmas movies? Christmas Vacation is top tier, says Eli, and he is right. I love Christmas Vacation. 4 Christmases is tremendous.
Yeah. I'm a sucker for all of them, man. Christmas Story. I'm trying to think. I was a big Home Alone guy. That counts for me.
I'm big It's a Wonderful Life fan. It's always
I like that. Yeah.
Old school.
Yeah. No man is a failure who has friends.
Y'all like the little Rudolph movie that like it's like what's the term for that animation? I don't know how to describe it. It's like old Rudolph movie and it's like 10 minutes long.
It's like claymation or whatever it is.
Basically, yeah. Like the stop animation where it's like they're like setting them down and stuff, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'll tell you my actual like my literal favorite Christmas movie though is The Family Stone, which I don't know if y'all are familiar with that. I feel like most people aren't. Yeah. Loaded ass cast though, and it has aged really well.
I haven't.
It's got like
I would have to see some of it to know if I've seen it or not. But
the other Owen Wilson, the Luke Wilson.
Yeah, I think I've seen it randomly. I don't remember why, but I think I remember seeing it.
What's the woman's name? Sarah Jessica Parker is in it, and she like is the outcast at a Christmas thing, and like all the siblings are like kind of making fun of her. It's good stuff.
I like Elf.
Elf's good. Elf's a classic.
I like a good laugh, just a cheap laugh.
Absolutely.
I was not going to say Polar Express, but since it was brought up in the chat.
I don't know if we got any folks from the UK in here, but Love Actually is a top tier Christmas movie as well.
Love Actually is not a bad movie.
It's very good.
Bad. Yeah.
Surprised no one said Die Hard.
Yeah, I'd never seen Die Hard, so I've never been able to participate in the is it a Christmas movie thing.
It's a good movie. You should watch it.
You're a pretty well-versed guy in a lot of areas. Movies, you've surprised me a few times. Die Hard, Top Gun, had you not seen or had you?
I had not. You talking to me?
I'm talking to you. Yeah.
Yeah, I had not seen either of the Top Guns when we watched Top Gun Maverick that one time.
And then there was a football movie that you hadn't seen. That
Varsity Blues. Yeah.
Varsity Blues. I just can't believe it.
Oh, Curtis, the common denominator with both of those things is old.
Not that old, but yeah,
I mean, old enough to where like Varsity Blues, I think I was like literally a child. Like and Top Gun, I don't know when the first Top Gun movie came out, but
that's more acceptable. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I just didn't see Maverick because I didn't see Top Gun, but then I did eventually watch Maverick, obviously, with y'all.
Have you watched Varsity Blues yet or no?
No.
Gosh, man. Yeah.
I feel like we would have talked about it had I watched it.
This is true.
Victory formation.
Jinx.
With Luke Hasnan on that.
Wow, Top Gun was really 1986.
Texas Tech, dude, they're pissed. Look at them.
Devastated.
See, that right there is a real thing. We should tweet that clip out. That had like all the guys that will actually be there. It was like Posky, Amarian Harris, Kobe Branham. That's good stuff.
Makes me
Edmondson.
happy. Well, that went well.
Yeah, that did go surprisingly well. Xavier and Story, I feel like that was a play of the game.
I mean, it's either that or the pick six. Or the pick six, and then that also the safety made a huge change too, led to extra points.
Yeah, Junkosh. I'm really glad that a lot of people that made plays in this game are actually going to play in the game. Sorry, Junkosh, Jordan Anthony, Jaden Johnson, Rodney Hill. They showed up.
All right, let's look at the final stats.
I just started freaking out because I was like, man, we've been doing this for an hour and I haven't even looked at my phone or the portal, or I guess people in the chat would have told us if something happened. So.
The chat definitely would have given us a heads up, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Kalen Green finishes 19 of 26, 269 for 3 touchdowns and no picks. That's pretty good numbers for him, considering he's got like second stringers in there for him.
Yeah.
Rodney Hill finishes with 17 carries, 62 yards.
Solid day's work.
Yeah. Quinn Jackson only ran it twice for 50 yards, but
casual.
Yeah. At least it kind of stuck with that. Jordan Anthony, 7 catches, 147 yards, and 3 touchdowns.
Legacy game.
If he puts up a game like that, an actual game like that in the Liberty Bowl, I can't wait to have the conversations about. There's your wide receiver one. The hell with these portal guys.
Yeah, they might yank Cam Shanks' scholarship if he does that. Actually, Sharp would be the guy. They'd be like, Sharp, we appreciate you, buddy. We love you, but
yeah, well, Posky had 4 catches, 43 yards, and I love how his hometown is Copenhagen International.
Yeah, like if you can get the first part of that, you can't say Denmark. Yeah.
Yeah.
Copenhagen International.
Bryce Stevens, 3 catches, 29 yards. Tesla, 2 catches, 26 yards. And Armstrong did get a catch. So,
yeah.
Coffrey Brown, hit catch, Rodney Hill. Broden had a drop.
Couldn't get going in this one.
That's
one stat is a drop. It's the way to end.
His PFF grade will be like 58 snaps, 0 receptions.
Way to end it. Carmona, no surprise, has 6 pancakes leading the way. Kobe Branham with 3, Posky with 2.
People were talking.
Coffrey Brown got in there.
And then Keyshawn Blackstock, his one stat was he gave up a sack.
0 pancakes, 1 sack. That's funny.
I mean, this is perfect.
Yeah, pretty accurate here. Steven Dixon Slaughter led the way with tackles with 10. Slaughter with a sack. Shane Johnson had 9. Sorry, 8 tackles and a pick 6 for him. Hudson Clark with 7 tackles and a sack. Oh, no, it was a tackle for loss. It was not a sack. Oh, no, it was a sack. Okay.
Yeah, I remember him getting that sack. It was on the goal line.
Yeah. Arkansas actually finished with 4 sacks in this game.
Heck
and
yeah.
the sacks were by Quincy Rhodes, Anton Junkaj, Danico Slaughter, and Hudson Clark. What a group.
Sorry, bro. I just now saw this. I saw him saying we didn't respond to it. I was like, what is he talking about? He said, would y'all trade our transfer portal class for Texas Tech?
Oh, wow.
Yes, bro.
Yeah, they're number 1 in the country right now. Like, I don't know if they have the pieces that Arkansas needs necessarily, but sheesh, man. They're like the new age Ole Miss, leaving Lane Kiffin in the dust.
Yep. I think that is an easy answer.
Yeah. While we're going through these stats, I'm going to go pull up their transfer class and see if there's anybody cool.
Oh, I bet there's some cool cats. Well, and also they're good on 3 because they haven't had anybody leave other than like a few, other than Hudson is like the big one. Hey, where they have 7 or 8 entries. So like between those two things, yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the freshman for Texas Tech had, geez, I didn't realize he threw the ball 44 times. We did 31 of 44,
Yeah, wow.
351 yards, 70% completion percentage, with 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. Sheesh. Not realize that. Taj Brooks, 12 attempts, 54 yards. Who cares? That Eakin guy, number 84, 163 yards on 9 catches. Of course, one of them was like an 80-yard catch. That helps. But
Eakin. It's an interesting name.
Yeah, I don't care about their pancakes or any of that crap. So, yeah, how about that?
It's good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, Texas Tech, they got a bunch of 4-star transfers on 3. Quentin Joyner, the running back from USC. Terrion Grant, a corner from Purdue, 4-star guy. Howard Sampson, he's a 6'8", 330-pound offensive lineman from North Carolina. That'd be cool.
Sheesh.
Lee Hunter from UCF, a 4-star defensive lineman. I mean, my goodness, dude.
Lee Hunter, I want to say he's their edge rusher.
Yeah.
I remember him being a big pickup.
Terrence Carter, another 4-star tight end. He was a former Raging Cajun. Now he's a Red Raider.
John, I don't know if you were listening earlier. Before we went live, I told Curtis, I was like, man, if I'm the Arkansas coaching staff, I just go Google, random Sunbelt teams and just take whatever edge rusher they had. And I found a guy at ULL named Jordan Lawson who had 7 sacks last year and 5.5 sacks this year. I just think I might DM him today and just be like, dude, enter the portal and go to Arkansas. we'll find some money for you, but like, just go to Arkansas. Come on.
I mean, what's the worst he can say? No.
No, I want to stay. But I'm just like, if I were the Arkansas coaching staff, I would just be sending feelers to literally anybody who's not in the portal and just be like,
well, it would be
like crazy.
It would be funny if you did that and then you were the one that got caught tampering and then you ended up like causing all types of problems and then headache, and then you bring down the program.
They're playing this in court, this exact clip.
Yeah.
Listen to them.
They make Arkansas the example because of Andrew Ellis. Like the irony in all of that would be incredible.
Oh man, I'd get shunned out of the fan base, man. That'd be tough.
Yeah, I'd say you get shunned out of the university, but
Well, yeah.
That's already there. I just want to watch this burnage right here by Jordan Anthony. Look at this. He's playing right on the line of scrimmage, one-on-one coverage. Yeah. No safety top. Didn't do anything. Just kind of went by him and then see ya.
What a dot, too. Well done.
There.
A 0-yard touchdown. Anytime you can get one of those, you got to do it. He's literally snapping the ball from the goal line.
I'm about to say, I didn't realize it was that close, but I guess so.
I mean, that is a 0-yard touchdown there.
Yeah. What a dive.
Gosh.
Jordan Anthony, dude, he might get drafted off this game alone.
I mean, he's full stretch, man.
Telling you. Like, look, I mean, just the beauty, poetry in motion there.
Typical Talon, inaccurate.
Yeah.
And then this is the other one. This is Jordan Anthony's other one here.
Incredible playmaker.
Once again, they didn't learn the first time. One-on-one coverage on the outside. Look at that. Not even close.
Made a move for no reason.
Boom.
Just easy.
I like how he got like that.
Just easy. I love how they made a highlight for Talon Green kneeling.
That's good stuff.
Yeah. And 2-yard rush right that. Thinking that surely, I was about to say, surely they had the pick 6. So I wanted to go back and actually watch this one because see what happened. So
who's at their pick?
So it's Slaughter's right there.
That knocks it away, yeah.
But I don't know does he knock it away or because
interesting. He just threw it up for him.
Dude, the dude was trying to do a hook and ladder, it looks like, and then
he chunked that sucker.
And then Sori's just right there in the right place, right time.
Let's go. He's outran everybody. Turn on the Jets.
Good stuff right there.
Yeah, he's asking
Quincy Rhodes fired the hell up. Him and Eric Gregory can't believe it.
Sheesh. I think if there's any other, that was pretty much it for the touchdowns and all that. So, man, good highlights there from the final game where Arkansas finishes 7-6.
That's right.
6-7.
There you go.
Winning season. Bounce back.
Yeah, man. Well, like I said, that was fun. We got to hang out with the little people and hang out and talk about nonsense. And I'm surprised, honestly, that there was not a portal pop. I was really thinking that there was going to be while we were
Yeah.
there. But
It's like, and we always say this, but you know what that means. We made it all the way through this. We'll get off, and as soon as we get comfortable, something's going to happen. It's a guarantee.
somebody want to tell him? Somebody want to
Oh,
tell
it
him?
was.
Oh yeah.
We were watching the end of the season where we did do it weekly.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, you should just binge watch them, David, just throughout the year, and it was way better and more fun than the actual Arkansas football season.
It was highly entertaining.
Yeah, there's only I think 2 games that actually were like blowouts, 2 or 3 games. So a
Oh,
lot
dude,
of them
Bob's
are-
on one of them. Actually, you really should go back and watch it because Bob was on at least one of them, maybe
He's
2.
on a handful. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
on that Baylor one that we randomly did.
Yeah,
I
yeah, he
remember.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. All right, any other chats that we missed? I haven't had any chance to look at them really, but
Well, I would say Shantar says we need girlfriends. I think he's talking about everyone who's watching this on a, on a Thursday night, but, which is pretty good.
no, I would say you need girlfriends. If this was like a Friday night or a Saturday night, I may agree with you, but it's a Thursday night. Like, come on. It's like,
yeah, it's okay. And if you have girlfriends, listen, you could do Netflix and chill, or you can just tap in with us Inside Arkansas and still chill. It's all good.
Well, the night's still young, you can still hit up Boneless Thursday at B-Dubs. I mean, there's still plenty of time out there.
That's right. That's 100% right. Appreciate Casey. Even still a good sport, even though John didn't go full screen and hit the gritty. Says great stream, guys. Looking forward to listening to y'all soon. We appreciate you.
yeah, thanks, Casey.
I didn't whip out the checkbook. I mean,
Yeah. Silent
Well-
Age. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. Silent Age 8 says midnight recruiting stream. Who would have to commit for us to do this at midnight? Like, is
Not
Crutchfield
Crutchfield.
worthy? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it would have to be
have to be literally like Ryan Williams.
it'd need to be
Yeah.
a good one. Yeah.
it would have to, or that edge rusher from ULL that I just detailed, because if he did commit tonight at midnight, I feel like I might be involved. You know what I mean? And so it'd be interesting.
Yeah. Here we go.
Mhm.
SCT's got some normal bangers in there. This is good. Good stuff.
He had a good one earlier about Taylor Green couldn't throw it 0 yards accurately.
Yeah. Shout out to I like this. In the pod with J Rod, it says fun hanging out, fellas. We appreciate you for hanging out with us. And then
Yeah.
girlfriends sitting
There
on
you
the
go.
couch. This is okay. This is inclusive. This is not the sausage fest that it appears to be. Okay. The ladies are invited. It's all right.
Listen, almost 6% of our audience is women.
Yeah.
Almost. Trying to raise that to each and every day, but
Yeah.
for some reason I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah,
But
ladies, tell your friends.
Well, speaking of B-Dubs, we know that the waitress from B-Dubs is in that. So I mean, we got some.
True.
we got-
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. Hey, listen, we'll take anything we can get when it comes to the females that hang in and tap in with our content. We'll take it all day long. So,
Damn right.
yeah. Well, appreciate each and every one of you listening in and watching in here on Inside Arkansas Live for our final college football or EA CFB 25, all the whatever numbers and stuff. That's what we did. And it was a lot of fun, though. It was cool just simulating it each time. It wasn't always accurate, but there were times that it was. But we still appreciate each and every one of you. Be sure to subscribe to us here on Inside Arkansas. Check out our social media at Inside Arkansas. Be sure to check out our website at InsideArkansas.com for all the latest and greatest up-to-date information and all things Hogs, and we will keep it going. So for Andrew Ellis, as well as Curtis Wilkerson, I am John Neighbors. Same sports show, same sports channel tomorrow. We'll see you at Inside Arkansas Live, if not before, depending on how the portal pops. But either way, we'll see you on the next stream. Have a great rest of your night, everybody.